Hello, it's Diana Marchand from Raw Foods Made Simple, and today is How To Thursday. Now, in this video, I'm going to make a dip for you, a raw dip. It's dairy-free, uses cashews, and it's a sun-dried tomato dip. So what I have here is I've soaked some sun-dried tomatoes, about a quarter cup, in hot water for over half an hour. I like to soak them longer, then they blend nicer. And then this is a half a cup of cashews. You probably want to double this recipe, it's going to be pretty small. Half a cup of cashews I soaked for about 2 hours. And then I have a tablespoon of bell pepper, and I have some chili powder, onion salt, a little bit of, I might get my olive oil. Wrong one. Olive oil. Olive oil. Okay, we're going to put together this dip and then we're going to put it in a lettuce wrap, okay? So I have my blender now. Yes, you could use your food processor. I just decided I'm going to try my blender. I'm going to make it a little thinner because that's the way I like it. But if you want to make it thinner, food processor is probably the best bet. And if you don't have a high-speed blender, then probably use your food processor, okay? Okay, so we're going to use the cashews. Here's the cashews. Now, I'm going to start with a quarter cup of water. I may need more. It depends on how it starts blending. So there's my water. I think I'm going to need a little more. I see that right now. But I can also use some of this soak water. Now, if you do not have a high-speed blender and you're using a food processor or your other blender, cut up your tomatoes into small bite-sized, really small pieces, and that'll help them blend better. Some sun-dried tomatoes, these are from Roma, so they're a little hardier, they're a little harder, so they would be harder to blend. Let's get a cloth. Okay, and then my bell pepper. My olive oil, tablespoon of olive oil. Nutritional yeast. Okay, so I'm going to put the nutritional yeast aside. Add a little bit of the soak water. Why? Because I just know how my blender's going to blend. So let's start with this before I put in the spices. I want to see how it's going to blend, okay? So I have a blender that has all these different settings, which is really great. Okay, I had to add some more water by far. I bet it's a half cup or over. So I've just mixed it a bit now and it's still really thick, so I'm going to add a little more water. And then I'm going to add in the spices. So I'm just measuring, like that's probably about a tablespoon or two. I get to know, but you can measure about 2 tablespoons more if you need. Now you just add a little bit of water as you need, as it's blending. In a food processor, you may not have to add much at all. Okay, now I'm going to add some salt. So probably about I'm just doing this, quarter teaspoon. And then some chili powder. I'm going to start with half a teaspoon of that. And then we want some onion powder. Quarter teaspoon of that. 1/2 teaspoon, there we go. And some nutritional yeast. A tablespoon of good old nutritional yeast. Okay, I'm going to blend this a little bit more to get it nice and creamy. Okay, I'm back. I blended it all really well. I added about a teaspoon of lemon juice. Just a little bit of acidic really helps to balance the flavors. You can tell I made up this recipe as we go along. That's what I do. I got lettuce on my teeth. Sorry about that. I just had a bite of my lettuce. Okay, now this is what I made. This is the dip right here. Now it's a little runny, mind you. But you know what? Any cashew dips or whatever thicken in the fridge. So that I know this is going to thicken quite a bit, so it's really going to be perfect then. So I'll show you right now. It's a little runnier here, right? But you can make it thicker. Like I said, if you do it in a food processor, it will be thicker. Okay, so now what I have is my lettuce leaf. This is just one from a garden. It's so beautiful from the farmer's market. So it's quite small, but you can get the big lettuce wraps. You can use collard wraps. Romaine lettuce leaves are really good too. So you just want to take some of this dip, put it on the lettuce wrap. Now this would be really good just to dip some veggies into, or if you have some raw crackers to spread on that, be so good, this sun-dried tomato. And then we're just gonna, what I have right here, I would love avocado in this, but my avocados are not ripe enough to open yet. So I would add avocado. Right now I'm just adding some bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, some cucumber slices, and then some shredded carrots. Now you can definitely add shredded cabbage, would probably be good with this. Spinach, maybe even some basil would be really nice in this with the sun-dried tomato. And then I'm just rolling it up. Now, of course, these are a little messier to eat, right? But they're so good, nutritious, and very nice and light snack. A little messier. But it's really good. This sun-dried tomato dip is really good, and even people who don't even know it's raw or whatever will love it. It's actually very good. I just made it up right now. So yeah, very good. Give it a try. I hope you like it. And if you want, if you haven't joined my smoothie challenge, join that. There's a lot of other things on my blog at rawfoodsmadesimple.com. Remember my YouTube channel, Diana Marchand. That has some great videos too. A lot of how-to videos and a lot of information and tips. Excuse me, I'm still chewing. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.